Travel connects us to the people around us and to the people within us. As a child at 5 years old, my father took me to Disney World and I got lost. After finding my parents, a dream developed within me to find more places, to search and discover. I wasn't afraid to meet new people and learn new things because I trusted that the world is my home and I would always find myself again. After taking the leap and developing a travel and tourism company, Candy-Coated Experiences, the world itself leapt into a pandemic, leaving us in a whirlwind. Where do we go to make a living and an impact through our first love, travel? To innovate, we had to reimagine and redefine what tourism meant to us, conclusively deciding to travel locally. Everyone needs travel, whether you are from a notable tourist destination or not. People need to meet people, to extend their boundaries, to visit communities of different ways of life, to travel within the borders of their own countries, to take their families to attractions for recreation, to visit historical locations to learn from our past, to witness cultural traditions passed down from generation to generation, and to understand each other better. Trinidad and Tobago is a multicultural society steeped with history from as far back to the native Amerindians, Africans who came as slaves, laborers from India, and traders from Arabia. Even now, we can look around and see rural communities behind the facade of coconut trees and mangroves, uncovering the truth of who we are through travel. We travel outside of our comfort zone and get behind the history, the culture, the traditions. We try new foods and discover new ways of life. We showcase Trinidad and Tobago and all that we know to the world. We are embracing change, empowering people with the knowledge of who they are, and they showcase this to the world digitally. Our company builds Trinidadian ambassadors that educate the global community on the people, places, and cultures that exist in our country. A plethora of beaches, some where the endangered leatherback turtles lay their eggs, hiking trails laden with waterfalls, a spectacular carnival show, exciting street food to try each night, cultural events happening all the time, and one of the few places where thousands of the scarlet ibis bird calls home. Come to Trinidad and Tobago, where Candy-Coated Experiences will take you deeper into communities, cultures, and cuisines to discover nature, wildlife, and expose you to music and dance. We focus on what is unique inside of us, inside of Trinidad and Tobago, by traveling local. We spread experiences across a broad range of communities and locations, allowing the environment at historical and cultural sites to flourish for a greater long-term capacity of visitors. By communicating, learning, and growing, we make a strong Trinidad and Tobago for you to enjoy when the time comes to visit. We travel into these communities to learn about their history and practices. We have the community of Lopino, established during our colonial period of history, where French family names are tied in with Spanish traditions, giving us music such as parang and food like the pastel, passed on from generation to generation. Though we are all part of one human race, we come from different places, and our history shapes who we are. We must understand each other to bring this world closer together. Trinidad and Tobago is a twin island country, making us the ultimate tourist destination. We have natural experiences for all ages and interests. The opportunities of what we could see and discover are endless, like the rope drab traditions that came to Trinidad from India, preserved through generations, a people hidden right in our backyard. We encourage others to learn about our culture virtually, and when the world opens up for travel once again, to come to Trinidad and Tobago and discover more. When we learn who we are, we become better people for it. At the beginning is a good place to start. There is no limit now to sharing our cultures to the global community through the World Wide Web. It is why we love travel at Candy Coated Experiences. As young women, entrepreneurs, we want to expose our generation of youth to history, culture, and nature through experiences that empower them to enjoy life and to serve others. As human creators in a pandemic, we had to find new ways to successfully do the things we love. To innovate, we had to find our niche, hone down on what makes us special. What I discovered is there's no place like home. Our company, Candy Coated Experiences, does this by creating unique opportunities for travelers to interact with history, from tours that include music, dancing, and painting that immerses you into the experience, to sightseeing that showcases the wonders of nature right here in Trinidad and Tobago, expanding your mind to all that there is in the world. As an entrepreneur, it's our job to combine the right elements and to package it into an experience for travelers to enjoy. Trinidad and Tobago is a place to learn, to grow, to discover who you are, the epicenter of culture, the place to see the colors of the world and how they become united in this melting pot of two islands, one nation. Traditions passed down from century to century. The celebration of our freedom and history lives on. Discover who we are. Travel.